Hello, my dear children. Welcome to our class. Today, we are going to discuss about the food that we eat. We eat different types of food, right? We are moving to a new chapter, and the chapter name is Components of Food. Shall we start? Okay. In chapter 1, we make list of the food items that we eat. Our meals usually have at least one item made up of some kind of grains. Other items could be dal or a dish of meat and vegetables. Do you think that our body needs different kinds of food for some special purpose? What do different food items contain? We know that each dish is usually made up of one or more ingredients, which we get from plants and animals. We already learned about ingredients in our first chapter. All of you are familiar what is an ingredient. Also, we learned the different sources of food, that is, plants and animals. These ingredients contain some components that are needed by our body, and these components are generally known as nutrients. So, food contains different nutrients in it. That means we eat different types of food, and these food items contains different types of nutrients in it. Let us see the major nutrients present in our food. The major nutrients in our food are named as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. In addition, food contains dietary fibers and water, which are also needed by our body for the proper development of our body. We know that these nutrients are very essential for the proper growth and development of our body. So, we have to add all these nutrients in our food. That is why we are having different types of food. Do all foods contain all these nutrients? You just think about rice. Does it contain all the nutrients in it? No. We know different food items contain different nutrients. But we don't know which nutrient is present in a particular food item. But with some simple methods, we can test whether cooked food or a raw ingredient contains one or more of these nutrients in it. That is, we can use simple methods to test the presence of a particular nutrients in our food. So next, we are going to learn about the different tests used to identify the particular nutrient present in that particular food item. In this chapter, mainly, we are going to discuss about the different tests which is used to find the presence of starch, protein, and fat. For carrying out this test, we need different food samples as well as solutions of iodine, copper sulfate, and caustic soda. Let's begin by testing different food if they contain carbohydrates. There are many types of carbohydrates. The main carbohydrates found in our food are in the form of starch and sugars. We can easily test if a food item contains starch. Now, let us see how can we find the presence of starch, that is, the test for starch. Now, we will check what are the things we require to conduct the test and what color change it makes when a particular food item contains starch. That is, if the food contains starch, what changes we can observe. Okay. Test for starch. Take a small quantity of a food item or a raw ingredient. Put 2 to 3 drops of dilute iodine solution on it. Observe the color change. If the color turns to blue-black, it indicates the presence of starch. I'll explain the process. For the test, we take a small quantity of a particular food item. We add 3 drops of iodine solution on it. When you add iodine solution in that particular food item, if the color of the food sample changes to blue-black, it indicates that the food contains starch, that is carbohydrate. We cannot see this particular color change in all the food samples because already we learned that different food items contain different types of nutrients. Maybe a single food item contains more than one nutrient in it. So here we use the test for starch. I hope you understand. Now, in this picture, you can see some of the food items that contain carbohydrates. Carbohydrates mainly provide energy to our body. Foods containing carbohydrates are known as energy-giving foods. Children, today we learn about the major components of food, that is, the major nutrients present in our food. And also we learn the test for starch. I hope you understand. Thank you.